things for you, baby, and you just don't know. Come get it, you deserve it.
Hey y'all, so I'm finally doing my video on my shoe stand. A lot of people have been getting on me because they keep asking me questions on how I did it, and I'm finally gonna show y'all. Let's get into it. Some of the things you'll need to get to achieve this look are adhesive shelf liners. So I have marble, I had a white, and then I had a roll of this pattern, which I don't have anymore because these are leftovers and I finished all of those. Next, you'll need a staple gun, some fluffy fabric, and of course you have to buy the cubicle set if you don't already have it. So now that I showed you all the things you need and you see what the end result looked like, since I already did it, I'm just gonna walk you through what I did and explain it. Hopefully I do it in the best way possible, but if you do have any further questions after, if you comment below, I'll be able to answer any questions. So yeah, let me tell you. So what I did, like I said, I bought the shoes, the cubicles. So it comes with the instructions, it comes with all the parts. Altogether I have 2 9 cubes and then 1 6. So basically, let me try. These from here down is 1 set. This part right here is 1 set. So I have 2 of those and then 1 6 because that's how much I could fit around. Once you put it together, what I did was get my fabric. I got a ruler and I measured out how wide it was so I could cut the fabrics, and I pre-cut all the fabrics only because it made so much mess that I wanted to just get all the cutting done with so I could clean up and vacuum and sweep that up. After you do that, you can skip this part if you do buy a white cubicle. But what I did next was cut out the white pieces, which is on the sides, because said this was an espresso color. So you cut out the white. Yeah, the marble I have on the top, going down the sides of the ends that are showing, and then the front strips like here. So that's what I did. I cut out everything that I needed so that I could just go in and do it. Oh, one other thing you need to get are Christmas lights. Get the white cord one, not the green, because so it would blend in better, but it's not a must. I just like the look, especially with the lights off. Alexa, turn off room light. So yeah, I really just like how it looks with the lights off, especially if I want a little bit of light in my room and I don't want my lamp on, or my lamp on. This glows up the room really nicely. But I love how it looks, and I love how it wraps around the heels too. So it's not a must, but it's also something. Alexa, turn on back room light.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named bathroom light.
I didn't say that. So yeah, what I did, I basically took it cube by cube. First, I did the marble, So I went down and I went and wrapped the marble where I wanted the marble to be. So on the top, the strips, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's what I did and wrapped it. Not, when I say wrap it, I mean like I cut it a little bit longer or wider than this so it would wrap over. Then I went in with the white adhesive paper and I did both left and right sides. Since it's adhesive, you don't need any glue. You just put it down, and I used a ruler just to smooth out all the air bubbles. Next, I took my cut fabric and it's still pulls off because it is fur. So I tried to get as much as the loose fur off so it would make less of a mess. And then that I lined and I glued down with hot glue. So, and then, you just play with it so the fur just stands up. So I just hot glue the front down so it would stay and would look seamless. And then you just play with the fur. Ooh. So yeah, that's what I did. Next, the cubes, when you buy them, it comes with a backing. So the next thing I did, I found, because the backing is kind of large, so if you get an open area, you lay it out, and then I got the adhesive paper with that pattern on it and just rolled it across. I still have fur on me. Oh, it tickles my nose. If you're doing this, do this in an open area because you're going to be doing a lot of moving around and assembling things, because the backing has to be the last thing to go on. So after you put on your adhesive paper, the fabric, if you do decide to do the fabric, get your lights, and I used 3 pack of string lights. I think they were 100 yard, I don't know, whatever, I'm not sure, but I think I got a pretty decent size. The way I start, I went from bottom to top. All you do is loop it. Let me see if I can find something to describe it. I'm going to use a charger cord so you can see what I mean. So with the lights, I did get a special plug because the plug where it is plugged in is behind the stand. And I got a special outlet so I could control the lights with the remote. This I got at Lowe's, I believe. The plug, it's basically an outlet you put into your outlet, and it gives you 2 more output ports that whatever is plugged in, you can control it with this. So this is the light. Say this is the light, the cord. The end that I don't need, I put it in the back here. And what I did, you just make a loop so that the light rings around, and then you move it over to the next. And make sure you keep that loop. So I held on to that loop so when it goes to the next side, it doesn't pull out and the light sits on that side. It's up to you which way you want to go, but the best way, I started from the bottom, went across, up, across, up, across, up. That's how I did it. Make sure you leave enough length on the end where the outlet's, where it's going to plug into the outlet, because depending on where your plug is and your shoe stand is, if you're using the light, you need to be able to reach there. Extension cords are always an option if you need it, but the less cords you have, the better for you. Once you do the light, that's when you're going to do the backing. And this is where your staple gun comes in. So what is calling it? So the cubicle does come with nails. The nails are a lot harder to nail in, so I thought it was easier using the staple gun. It's a lot faster, at least. They both make a lot of noise, but this is a lot faster and it does the job. So what you do is put the backing on, and I staple gun corner, corner, corner. So all 4 corners. And then for the 9 one, I went into the middle and staple gun here. just feel it and then staple gun because you won't be able to see exactly where. And then I went in and staple gun like sections on the ends and here just to hold it in. After that, it's pretty much just like simple touch-ups or stuff that stands out to you. Now we're back over here. So for this wall, it's very simple. After you done do your shoe stand, if you want to buy enough to have an accent wall, because a lot of people can't paint. Like, I live in an apartment, so I can't really paint the walls. Well, I can, but if I move out, I have to paint over it, and nobody has time for that. So I just bought extra of this pattern, which is the backing of my shoe stand, which is adhesive, and put it on the wall. Make sure the wall is degreased, has no grease. Clean the wall or it won't stick. Wipe it off, because the oils from your fingers or anything from touching walls and stuff will make the paper not stick. So let me show you a backup version so you can see the entire wall. So that's pretty much the wall. I did take the leftover fabric from my shoe stand and cover the ottoman with it, just because my ottoman also was an espresso color, and I put a picture to offset the busy background, which is really cute. I also got that at Hobby Lobby. Use your coupons. Anytime you shop at a craft store, use your coupons. If you go there without a coupon, you are messing up big time. That is it for my wall, my shoe stand. I'm gonna put below all the stuff and where I got them. Like I said, you don't have to buy the things I bought. You can always use an alternative an alternative. Oh, now I can't even talk. So yeah, you can always use an alternative, but I'll in the description bar, I'll put where I got them, their prices. I'll just put the link. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I really hope I explained everything clearly. If you have any question, comment below. I'd be happy